First thing that comes to mind when we think about our creative style personality is that she likes to have fun with her wardrobe. Think Sarah Jessica Parker, for example. They like anything that is eye-catching, unique, eclectic, artistic, and certainly daring. Our creative will look for inspiration from everywhere. They love the creativity of dressing. They're not afraid of making mistakes. They're not worried about what other people think. In fact, they take great pride in creating a look and a style that is different. Our aim when working with a client who is drawn to being playful and very artistic is to help them to develop a sense of what goes really well together. We can help them to gain clarity and to consider what is appropriate for their lifestyle and their career. Creatives can feel stifled in a traditional office environment, but small creative touches to an outfit can help them to stay true to themselves. So looking at fabrics, colour combinations and styles of clothing that are all going to look beautiful. Creative style personality, we're going to be looking for fabrics which create an artistic or unusual silhouette. Fabrics with unusual prints, exotic prints, geometric designs, any fabric that is not dull or boring. We might be looking for vintage fabrics to add to modern ones. We could be looking for ethnic pieces, embroidered pieces. That, as I say, is artistic, unusual and beautiful. What really works well is when we start to think about fabrics and how they can add richness and texture and uniqueness to an outfit. Here we can see taffeta. You'll be familiar with it because of course it's in ballerinas tutus. It can add great volume when worn underneath the skirt of a dress. But here we're wearing it on the outside. By adding this to a simple regular dress, it's added a unique new dimension to this outfit altogether. We just love fabrics, and the creative style personality will love brocade. Brocade is a richly woven fabric with a raised texture, raised pattern, and it is absolutely fabulous, as you can see here. Creative style personality, more than any other, will use the palette of an artist. They'll mix, they'll match, experiment and explore the vast range of colours that is available to them. They get excited and they come into their own when working with colour. And we can help them to develop their creativity even more. Seasoned creative style personality will pile on the accessories. They're not afraid to jingle and jangle. They use accessories to make a statement. So they'll use costume jewellery a lot. They like anything bold, loud and interesting. And here we have a really fun piece. Peacock feathers mixed with a little bronze metal. Again, exceptionally creative and exceptionally beautiful. For our creative style personality when choosing bags, it's going to be quite important to have a selection, because when an outfit is particularly busy, we'll also need a plainer bag. So something like this fabulous, not terribly structured shoulder bag. It's nice and plain, it's just picking up on the colours nicely, but it's not a statement piece. Whereas a bag that has a lot of detailing, tassels for example, gold hardware, is going to be more of a statement. creatives very much work with what they have and what they love. Often they'll buy on impulse. They'll see a bag, they love it, and they'll buy it. A good bag to choose would be a slouchy bag that would go with anything. So this one, if you look at it, you can imagine would go perfectly with this outfit as well. For this outfit, we might choose a handbag that is understated. Something nice and simple. Sits nicely across the body and sits perfectly on the hip. The creative style personality will again mix and match, play around. They love to wear boots with dresses. They love fun tights, ankle boots, shoe boots. They really like to be adventurous with their shoes. They use shoes and boots for arty touches. Again, the creative will feel free to pick and choose whatever she loves. Shoes and boots will never be boring. They'll always choose rich fabrics, gorgeous colours, detailing. You can see here a really interesting choice of fabric. So again, nothing boring, nothing dull or plain.